Damon felt irritated. The two women showed no intention of leaving his side even after he told them he waited for someone. Their presence didn't really bother him, but their chatter distracted him from looking out for Talia. He saw them as two flies who refused to take a hint and leave. Suddenly, Damon felt uneasy. In fact, he felt uneasy since Talia left him on that bench. But this unease grew serious, as if something went really wrong. Damon looked toward the restrooms where Talia went, and through the crowd he spotted a pair of brown cat ears. He didn't get a good look at the person, but he sensed strongly that it might be Talia. "Talia!" Damon shouted and moved in that direction, leaving two bewildered women behind him. "Talia!" he continued calling, frustrated that the crowd obstructed his view and slowed his movements. Why did Talia walk away from him? Why couldn't he find her? Did he really see her? What if Talia remained in the restroom? Or what if she went to the bench and he wasn't there? She left a while ago, and with every passing second his anxiety swelled. His wolf spoke to him. "Calm down, boy! Calm down! How can I calm down? Talia's missing, and how the fuck am I supposed to find her in this crowd?" A throng of scents filled the air, and even without them, Damon struggled to track Talia's delicate scent of freesia if she stayed far from him. "Use the bond!" Damon didn't understand. How? Over the last few days, the mate bond strengthened. The discomfort you feel comes from the mate. Damon's panic increased. "What? Is she hurt?" "This isn't the time to chat. You need to find her." "How am I going to find her by using something I don't understand? Explain, and make it quick." "As you spend more time with your mate, your bond strengthens. The discomfort you experience reflects her feelings toward the mate bond." Damon couldn't identify the sensation clearly, but he knew it felt unpleasant. She doesn't know I'm her mate. How can she dislike the bond if she doesn't know it exists? No matter if she knows about the bond or not, it exists, and right now, mate doesn't want it. We can talk about this later, but right now you need to find her. Focus on the source of discomfort and follow your instincts. Damon couldn't believe this. How could Talia harbor these negative feelings toward the bond? Didn't that equate to negative feelings toward him? What did he do? They talked and ate corn dogs, and then she left. But his wolf spoke the truth. Damon's first priority needed to be finding Talia. Everything else could wait. Damon closed his eyes, took a few deep breaths, and then dashed into the crowd. The amusement park had tree lines along the paths that connected rides and other entertainment areas. The trees provided separation between various theme-based sections, and several spots surrounded by trees and other foliage created natural oases in the middle of the park's bustle, with play structures for kids, benches, and picnic tables. Visitors came to these areas to take breaks, rest, and snack before returning to the rides. In one of those resting areas, Talia sat on the ground, her back against a big tree farther away from the people at the picnic tables. She hugged her knees and stared blankly at the grass in front of her. She had no idea how far she walked. Her intention was to distance herself from the situation and not interrupt Alpha Damon and the two women who tried to seduce him. But now it seemed she caused trouble. Would Alpha Damon become upset when he realized she went missing? Would he even notice her absence? Talia felt dejected. If Damon wanted to flirt with women, why did he bring her along? She told herself not to get attached, yet the attachment had already formed. With every minute she spent with Alpha Damon, she grew used to his presence and attention, becoming more dependent on him. Pathetic. Did she escape the Red Moon Pack for this? Instead of spending time with an unstable alpha who teased her whenever he got a chance, she needed to focus on things that mattered. Talia already decided to learn cooking and fighting, and if she could get a job to help in the hospital, that would be a huge bonus. But instead of studying, she ended up following Alpha Damon here. Why did they come here? Alpha Damon, a busy man with no time to dawdle in the amusement park, definitely didn't come here so she could have fun. If she stayed focused, she wouldn't have come here and wasted time. She could have studied and helped in the kitchen, or even just read news articles. Anything would be better than this. Yes, it should have been fun, but it wasn't. When they arrived at the amusement park, Talia got carried away by the noise and colors and the good mood, forgetting who she really was. How could she enjoy herself here when her next meal and sleeping place depended on someone else's mood? How did this differ from her life at the Red Moon Pack? Sure, her room looked better and she had fancy clothes, but she remained weak and useless. This wouldn't do. A man clearing his throat caught Talia's attention, and she realized that 3 men stood in front of her. All 3 looked to be in their early 30s, with neat hairstyles, polo t-shirts, and jeans. Overall, they appeared tidy, but their smiles made Talia uncomfortable. From her personal experience, when someone approached sneakily that close and smiled, it couldn't be good. Talia scrambled to her feet, her back glued to the trunk of the tree as she eyed them suspiciously. The man in the middle spoke. "Don't be afraid. We came here to check if you're okay." The man on the left continued. "Yeah, you look distressed and alone. Are you alone?"
"She's with me."
A gruff voice came from Talia's left, and her heart skipped a beat when she saw Damon's icy blue eyes directed at her. Damon extended his hand toward Talia.
"Come here, love."
Talia bit her lower lip nervously. She left Alpha Damon, yet he came to find her, and he even called her love to put on a show for these 3 men. Did Alpha Damon feel angry? Yes, he felt angry. But at the moment their eyes met, the uneasiness in Damon's chest disappeared, and he knew that Talia felt relieved to see him. Damon wiggled his fingers, reminding Talia that he still waited, and she put her hand into his without further delay. Damon's fingers wrapped around Talia's hand, and he pulled her to stand behind him. Damon turned to the 3 men.
"Do we have a problem?"
The middle one raised his hands. "No problem. We saw her here, she looked in distress, and we came to check if she was okay. There's no more to it." The man on the left added, "She's a beautiful. You shouldn't leave her on her own. There are all kinds of scoundrels in the area." Damon didn't buy their story. The 3 of them looked like scoundrels. But he didn't want to cause a commotion here in the open, so he responded with a stiff nod. "I'll keep that in mind." As the 3 men walked away, Damon turned to Talia. Talia met Damon's stare reluctantly, unsure what to say. His chest heaved, and she felt confident that he felt angry. Should she apologize? Before she could say anything, Talia found herself in Damon's embrace, and his lips landed on her forehead. This time, she felt certain that Damon kissed her there. Why would he do that? Talia didn't know what to do, so she just stood stiffly. Damon wanted to kiss her everywhere and to squeeze her until they merged into one so that they would always be together. But he knew that would be too much and Talia would probably freak out. For a moment, he really thought that she had gone, and he teetered on the verge of losing his mind. But then he saw her sitting under the tree, and he stood to the side and observed her while trying to guess what went on in that pretty head of hers. He also stayed to the side because he felt mentally unstable, and if he went to Talia, he would probably say things he would regret forever. so he gave himself some time to calm down. But then those three guys approached Talia, and Damon couldn't just stand by. Damon thought he would explode in anger, but the moment she placed her hand in his, all fury gave way to helplessness at the realization that his other half thought he wasn't good enough. Did those feelings belong to her or to him? Damon couldn't be sure. Why did she run away? Why did she leave him alone? "Don't leave me, Talia," Damon murmured, and her heart cracked under the weight of emotions that washed over her.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.